left-hand side equals to this thing here. So, 規則 lots of you know that you need to change it into square and square. OK， 二次嘅二次咪四次咯。OK， 減 cosine square theta 嘅二次 ，a square minus b square a plus b and then a minus b. Okay, that's why in this part you change it into 1. 1 times everything is equal to itself. So equals to right hand side. That's why it is an identity. Since left hand side equals to right hand side, so it is an identity. Okay, so for part B, it's pretty easy. However, for part A, you want to prove whether this is an identity or not. So you know that. Okay, some of you notice that. Very nice. It's a trap. Okay, it's a trap. Why? Because for left-hand side, you change it into a sine square sine theta plus cosine theta times sine theta minus cosine theta. So this part, you don't have any identities to prove it. Okay, to simplify it. And for right-hand side, it's just sine theta minus cosine theta. That's why, okay, for this question, the answer is left-hand side not equal to right-hand side. So it is not an identity. It's a trap for you, some of you. Okay, I did not type prove it is an identity. Okay, actually I forgot to type that actually. Okay, actually for this question, you should determine it is an identity or not. Okay, however, I forgot to type that question. So for this question, actually, you know that now it's not an identity. It's not an identity. OK， 咁我唔想搞錯咗少少。OK， 俊軒開 cam， 見你個頭，我要見到呢個頭。I need to see your head. I see your face. Sorry. Okay, so this question, any question here, up to here. OK， 仲有冇其他題目想問？做唔到嘅，冇理由嘅喎。你哋份功課有啲同學冇寫嘢嘅喎嗰條。Anyway, I will just talk about question 6. Okay, then let me finish it very quick. Okay, in this question, you can see. Okay, then fix it today. Okay, so you need to fix these 3 things first. Okay, before you move on. So if you expand it first, you will have this result. Okay, for cosine square 90 degree minus theta, it turns into sine square theta. And for tangent 90 degree minus theta, it turns into 1 over tangent theta. And here, you will have this result. So you change this kind of 90 degree minus theta first. Okay? Then, for left-hand side, once you have this kind of fraction, you can simplify it first. OK， 有啲同學因為都唔識做，咁我都要講一講啦。要 simplify it first。有3層我就做咗佢，有3層我就做咗佢。Here I don't have 3 layers. That's why I can just multiply it by sine cube theta over cosine cube theta. Then in the left-hand side, you will have sine square theta times tangent theta times 2 over. Here I got 2 cosine square theta. Here I got 3, so I cancel it out. 1 left there. So in the right-hand side bracket, you will have this. Divided 2 divided by sine cube theta over cosine theta. 有3層 就化簡，有3層就化簡。Okay? So here you just simplify it. You just expand the tangent feature. And in the right hand side, you change the divide sign into multiply sign and then flip it. Okay? So in the left hand side, you will have sine cube theta over cosine theta times 2 times cosine theta over sine cube theta. At the end, you can just simplify it. Boom, 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 boom. The answer is equal to 2. Some of you asked me about the skills of this kind of problem yesterday. OK， 有啲同學問我尋日，喂，呢啲題目好多嘢步驟，我點做好？其實都係咁樣嘅。你見到有3層嘅份數，你唔好貪心拆咗佢先，你將佢化簡成為2層。maximum 如果全部都係2個 layers 嘅話，咁你會易做啲嘅。OK， 你將佢變晒2個 layers， 2個 layers。咁其實咧，所有嘢都好簡單咁樣做得到嘅。OK。So this is how I do this question. Any more problems? 有啲同學拆到4層咁好精彩啊 ！OK， 有啲同學尋日係我睇呢份功課死唔斷氣咁樣咧，仲要拆埋呢一個 tangent theta 俾我咧，咁係驚死個份數唔夠長嘅。OK， 咁就變咗 sin square theta over 1 over sin theta over cosine theta 啦。又冇話唔得嘅，你中意4層，左邊有4層。右邊呢度拆埋有3層，我都真係冇所謂嘅。OK， 你做到就得㗎。Get it? Any more time you need? 吳經緯 follow。OK， 跟唔跟到？跟唔跟到？有冇同學要多少時間？Okay, Vinci, okay? Okay, good. So today we'll move on. If you need more time, you can tell me, okay, after the lesson. Okay, so today we will talk about gradient. 咦 ，gradient 呢個字咁熟口面嘅 ？Where did you see it? It's related to the slope, right? For slope, you know that it's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, the vertical distance over horizontal distance, right? Okay, however, with positive or negative sign. So slope, you know that gradient is actually equals to the slope. Okay, I remember I explained the difference between gradient and slope before. What are the difference? What are the differences? Kenny, gradient 同 slope， 我哋之前有講過有啲咩分別㗎？記唔記得？
唔記得咯
喎。唔記得 ，OK， 有冇同學記得 ？Gradient and slope 全部都係 vertical distance 同 horizontal distance， 有咩分別
？Gradient 係咪唔可以負數啊
？Yeah, gradient is always positive. However, for slope, it can be positive, it can be negative. Okay, and including 0. For slope, you know that it is upward sloping or downward sloping. From the sign, you know that it's positive. If it is positive, then it is upward slope. If it is negative, it is downward slope. However, for gradient, we are just talking about how steep it is. So when you calculate the gradient, it's always positive. That's it. Okay? So you know that vertical distance over horizontal distance is equal to the gradient. And what about the theta? What is the name for it? Sunny, 記唔記得 theta? Start with N.
Inclination
Inclination.
Inclination, thank you. Inclination, very good. How to calculate it? It's equal to related to the slope, relation with the slope, beta and the slope. What is their relationship? 有咩關係㗎 ？Gradient 同 slope 係咪inclination 同埋個 slope 啊？個 formula 記唔記得？
tangent beta 等於 slope.
Yes, tangent feature equals to the slope. So in this chapter, in this section, tangent feature equals to the gradient. Okay, inclination 中文傾角。Okay, finish teaching. Okay, so for this question, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I need to do that. Because gradient, okay, in your geography lesson, it tells you express it in the form of 1 to n. That's why you need to express it into the form of 1 to n. Okay, see you, John. Tell me about question B. What is the gradient? What is the gradient? See you, John.
2x divide by x
Divided by
ax
8x, but our answer asks you to express it in 1 to n. That's why the gradient is equal to
1點點跟住就 4 咯。
1 點點 4, 1 to 4. Okay, good. Okay, that's it. Finish teaching. Thank you. Okay, so part A, example 1. The gradient is 1 to 8. Find the inclination. Okay, tell me how to find it.
tangent theta 等於1 over 8
Very good, very good. Because you have a slope here, okay, it tells you just the gradient. That means the vertical distance over horizontal distance is always equal to 1 over 8. Okay, so when this is k, this is 8k. You want to find this feature, so 1 over 8. Okay, remember to let the left feature be the gradient, be the inclination. Thank you. So feature equals to, let me find that out. 7.125 degree. According to 0.01 degree, that means it is 7.13 degree. Okay, part B. You know that the gradient, that means the slope, is 1 over 8. When the car travels down the road by vertical distance of 4 meters, it goes down by 4 meters. You want to find the horizontal distance. Shanhin, can you tell me how to do that? Shanhin? How? Shanhin? 開麥 OK 開麥到咪 Thinking OK, so I'll wait for you. And for the others, if you have finished this question, please move on to example 2. 點啊？順天個斜率個 slope 個 gradient 係1/8，向下行咗4米，打橫行咗幾多
32米。
點嚟
4乘8。
？4乘8調色喎，我要調色。How to find gradient? How to find gradient? Gradient 點揾㗎？乜嘢除乜嘢
4除 x。
？4除 x. Yes. So can you give me the formula?
4除 x 等於1除8。
1除以8。Thank you. Okay. So x equals to 32 meter. Okay. Be the horizontal distance. Da 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 da. Okay. Easy. So next example 2. Okay. A very simple question. Okay. It tells you the gradient of AB is 1 to 5. 1比5嘅。Okay. And then the vertical distance between AB 係3米，個 vertical distance 係3米 ，horizontal distance between A and C 係33米。Find CD. So you know that this part is 1 to 5. The slope or the gradient is 1 to 5. How to find the slope? 點樣揾個斜率啊 ？Okay, vertical distance divided by horizontal distance. That's why 3 over AD is equal to 1 to 5. You'll find that AT equals to 50 meters. Using the slope, you can find the horizontal distance. That's why CD is just equal to 31 minus 15, which is equal to 60 meters. All right. Part B, which one is steeper? So you find the slope. Okay? You want a slope with it? Not difficult. So, gradient of BC, vertical distance over horizontal distance, 3 to 16. That means it is 1 to what? 1 to how many? 5.333. Gradient of AB is equal to 1 to 5. Which one is steeper? 邊個斜啲啊？1比5定1比5.333斜啲 ？Desmond， 邊個斜啲
1.5。
？How could you know that？
因為嗰個number 細啲。
個 number 細啲就會點啊？
佢就會斜。
Okay, that's a good one. Yes, when you fix the vertical distance, the longer the horizontal distance. For example, this is horizontal distance A, and this is horizontal distance B. Okay, when you have a longer horizontal distance, when this is longer, this is less steep. Okay, 越大後面個數字就越冇咁斜㗎嘛。So when the number is smaller, just like Desmond said, okay, since the gradient of AB is less than gradient of BC, so you know that AB is steeper. OK， 大家都係1比幾㗎啦，個數字越細 ，smaller。Then it is steeper. All right, so you know that AB is steeper. Okay, so any question here so far? If no question, then it's the order. I don't think I need to talk that much. So I will left as an exercise for you. So tonight your work is pretty easy. Please finish. Further practice. 6.4. 6.4. Okay? So the other examples are pretty similar, very easy. So you just need to finish FP 6.4. Okay, in single line paper. Okay, so I won't teach anything more today, but I want to ask one more question before we end the lesson.